Hey, this is Kim from neverenoughnote, your favourite music blog. We're here with Kevin Morby, and we're here to get to know you.
Hello.
Hey. Starting off, Kevin, so you were in the Babies and the Words, and you're about to release your third solo album.
Mm-hmm.
So can you tell us what the journey that made you sort of decide to go solo? Have you got any other projects going on or anything like that?
Nope, just solo from here on out. Yeah, I was in Woods for about 5 years, and the Babies for the same amount of time, and both did a good job at teaching me how to be in a band professionally, and I decided to take what I learned from both of them and apply it to myself.
Cool. What was that light bulb moment where you thought, oh yeah, solo, this could work for me? Was there one?
I guess, yeah, there's a couple of moments where it was a little scary, where I thought, I was giving up a certain amount of success for something that I didn't know if it would be successful or not. And I think, you got to just be willing to accept that fate if that's the way things turn out.
And you got this new album coming out in April 15th, so
yeah.
It's awesome. It's called Singing Song, so we'll talk about that in a moment. So, obviously solo, you've just got your own thoughts and your own ideas rather than having anyone to bounce off. What inspires you? What inspires you to write about what you do?
I don't know. I guess whatever environment I'm in at the time is usually what I end up sort of taking in and then putting back out.
Mm-hmm. And I hear that I read several places actually that you're a big fan. Your favorite time to write is when you're touring. Can you tell us about that?
That is. It's one of my favorites, or it's at least a time and place where I've written a lot of material. But this last album I actually wrote largely at home, at my house in Los Angeles. And so I think this record is a little bit different than the past ones, because the past ones were very much written on the road. And I don't know, I do like to write when you're sort of in movement, because you kind of do it quickly. You kind of, I don't know, it kind of just comes out of you. But this record, I had a little bit more time to reflect on everything and take a little bit more time.
Yeah, and do you think the result is different? Are we going to hear something different to your previous work?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's noticeably different.
Awesome.
It's a little bit more molded, a little bit more crafted.
That sounds great. So you're described as, the press releases and that kind of thing, as the kind face with a complicated mind. How do you is that your brand? Does it go deeper than that?
Well, I didn't write that, but the person who wrote it, I suppose, does think that about me. But I guess maybe it's true. I have trouble sleeping, thinking about stuff too much.
I saw the international touring and the promos.
Yeah.
So we'll quickly talk about your new album, Singing Song. It's on the 15th of April.
Mm-hmm.
And is there a theme for the album? Are all the songs tied together in any sort of way?
Maybe not in terms of subject matter, but even in subject matter, everything's kind of tied together. And then also, I think this is my most cohesive sonically. I think I sort of created a sound that each song, it's a very textural record. And I think that I've created its own sort of atmosphere.
Yeah, textual in what way?
Just in the orchestration. Took a lot of time to sort of put things exactly where I wanted them to go, and sort of create sort of this density that isn't in the previous albums.
Yeah. In terms of is it just what kind of instruments are on there? Have you got anything a bit more?
Oh, there's everything. We've got there's trumpet, and there's saxophone, and there's a lot of piano, and there's a singing saw, and then the guitar and drums and bass. There's a drum machine on one song, and yeah.
So your first album track, I've Been to the Mountain, was recently shared with a video of a dead guy dancing around a hospital, and you're a nurse, and it was directed by a guy called Philip Lopez. Do you want to tell us about how that came about?
Well, Philip had made a video, sort of like a fan video for one of my songs, Harlem River, featuring the same tap dancer and model, Nathan Mitchell, I believe is his name. And he used the video, and he made the video and he used my song, and he didn't ask for permission from me, and which is fine. But then I found out, people kept telling me about this video they'd seen on the internet. There's a staff pick on Vimeo, like main page, and it had gotten all these hits, and I watched it and I really liked it, so I contacted him, and you know, I was like, hey man, you used my song without telling me, but you know, it's okay. I love your work. It's awesome. We should do something together. So that's how we came together and did a music video.
Yeah, it's a great video, if not a little bit odd.
Thank you. It's Philip's idea.
Yeah.
And I think it's a beautiful interpretation of the song.
Exactly. And what is the song about?
Well, the song is about a man named Eric Garner who was killed in Staten Island by a police officer. Whereas the video is different. The video Philip talks about is about he was once in a hospital, and his roommate passed away in the hospital while the family surrounding him. And I think it's just his way of sort of having like a lighter take on death. And he said when this person passed away next to him, there was sort of it didn't seem too daunting. It wasn't like the way the family accepted this or experienced it. He said it's almost as if this person's soul had gotten up and started to dance.
I mean, of your songs, do you have a particular favorite to perform?
Well, I haven't performed any of these. Well, I guess I have just solo, but I haven't performed them with my band. But I think probably that one. I think that's my favorite song on the record.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sam Cohen, the producer, plays bass on it, and I really love the bass line.
In 2016, you're playing South by Southwest imminently, and you're playing some festivals. What else can we expect from your album release?
Yeah, more festivals throughout the year. I'll be back here in May. I'm playing in London in, I think, May 6th or something. So I'll be here then.
Awesome. Well, it's really great to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Wish you best of luck. We'll see you at South by Southwest, right?
Yeah, thank you.
Awesome. I've been Kimberley-Marie, Sklinar. You're watching Never Enough Notes, and we'll see you very soon.